Hi, hello. We are actually going to do something a little silly today, something that I used to do when was a Twitch streamer that I don't do very much anymore, but I am writing a couple of scripts that are going to take a little bit too long to get out really fast, so I want to make something for you guys. This is something that I saw from a user on here called Just Explosion, so I just used their whole rubric for this topic. But please check out their video. It's very fun, and I just thought it would be really fun to try as well with my own personal opinions and comic lore knowledge. So without further ado, let's rank some characters. I do have my laptop here, so I'm gonna be looking at it, but I will have like the video on the actual screen as well. So let's give this a try. All right, so today we're going to be ranking which character is actually a part of the LGBT community in Marvel Rivals based on the comic lore. I'll probably throw some MCU lore in there because why not, but mostly comic lore. And I'm going to start with the newest edition, Miss Bloodstone. Well, maybe. If I can find her, because oh no, I'll just start right off the bat. The first one, that because of just the order that I loaded them in, is actually Deadpool, who is a certified pansexual man. So that's super easy. It is way easy, actually. It's confirmed. So Wade Wilson is a pansexual. The next person we have, as far as I know, is straight, but it's unconfirmed to me. It makes sense that she would be ace to me, but I don't know if that is something that is actually hinted in the comics. That's just on vibes alone, just because she's too busy being a hunter to care about anybody else. But she has dated Deadpool, so, you know, not Arrow, but Ace, maybe. I'm gonna still put her in the unconfirmed, because she got the vibes, but I don't think she actually has anything canon to her. The next one is also very easy. It is Angela, who is married and a lesbian, and her wife is trans, so super easy. This is one that I hate doing this, and I hate putting it in this way because I think all X-Men are on this scale somewhere. But I'm going to put Remy in probably confirmed straight because there is a part in the comics where somebody tries to flirt with him where he goes, "I'm flattered, but I don't swing that way." So unfortunately, confirmed straight Remy LeBeau. Ouch. He has bi energy though, so like as far as canon goes, he is confirmed straight for the most part, besides just being an X-Men. The next one is Ultron, which I would say is straight, but we can't forget that he has two dads. So him and Vision both have two dads. He has Hank Pym in the comics, so he has one dad. But in the MCU, he has two dads, and we can't take that from him. So I'm going to put probably confirmed straight. He seems like he's just busy doing other stuff, so doesn't have time. My girly, Miss Rogue, Miss Anna Marie, I'm going to put in It's Really Complicated, apparently, because she used to be written where if she was going to take somebody's powers, she would kiss them. And she has kissed Black Widow. So we're going to take that how it goes, but it's complicated, apparently. So Emma is probably confirmed straight, but I think it is boring, and I think she would have more fun otherwise, so but I'm going to put her in probably confirmed straight just because I don't know anything else. We have the Thing, who is very happily married, so I have not thought about anything besides him and Alice, or Alicia. Yeah, probably confirmed straight. Another one in the It's Probably Very Complicated. I don't believe that Johnny is confirmed as anything, but I think he is pansexual in the way that they write pansexuality sometimes where aliens are included, which isn't my favorite. So I'm gonna put him in It's Complicated, apparently, because I think he is a pan-bi man, but not in the way that it just includes aliens. It's like the Jack Harkness, Rick Sanchez, that kind of characterization that they had for a while for pansexuality. Yeah. Mr. Fantastic. He's been in a doomed situationship since the 80s, no pun intended, but I still would believe that he is confirmed straight. Reed Richards. Sorry, man. I will probably be putting Sue Storm in the same category. Womp womp. And then we get Jean Grey, darling Jean Grey, who I think, despite being an X-Men, I still would also put in the straight category because she is one of the few straight X-Men's. Though I do love her with like Storm and stuff in fandom, but she also has a lifelong partnership with the Phoenix, so maybe I'll put her in It's Complicated. I think all X-Men should be in, like, the "it's complicated" category, if not just the obvious category. We have Wolverine, who I'm actually gonna put in "it's really complicated" apparently too. You know him, Jean, and Scott are in a on-again, off-again throuple. You've seen their room layout, you've seen how they act. The 3 of them are just I actually don't know a lot about Iron Fist, so I'm only just gonna put him in unconfirmed for me because I have only seen him in passing comics, and it's usually just related to his powers. So I don't know a lot. I'm going to go ahead and put Jeff in It's a Baby because is a baby. Maybe I'll just put all the is a babies because Penny Parker, while written by Gerard Way, would be somewhere on the LGBTQ scale, is a baby. That is a child, so I'm not going to put her anywhere. And then I'm going to put, it matters when this Cloak and Tandy are, because if they're still children, I'm gonna put them in Is a Baby, but they are married in the comics now, but they've only ever been in a relationship with each other. So I'm gonna put them in Is a Baby now. I don't know what their lore actually sets them as, but they were runaway kids together, so I think of them that way, but they have not been that way in a long time. So you can have anywhere between them being like actually adults or actually children. They are in a like soulmate-ism pact with each other and always have been, so it's definitely probably confirmed straight, but I'm gonna put them in Is a Baby, so just know where my stance is on that. And then we have Psylocke, who I believe hasn't been in any sort of relationship because she's always just hunting demons. So I'll put her in unconfirmed with Elsa because they're too busy doing their job to care. And we have Adam Warlock, who is with the Guardians of the Galaxy in the show, but I have not read a lot of him in the comics. Like in the movies, he was with the Guardians, which in and of itself is like the X-Men, where you are not straight if you're with the Guardians. I don't know a lot about Adam Warlock, so I'm not gonna say too much besides just putting him in unconfirmed just because I don't know. Namor I'm gonna put in It's Really Complicated apparently because I know he is like the womanizer of it's the way he is. He also has fruity vibes because like some of the stuff he does, I'm like, you're just trying to make some other man jealous? Why is that? Star-Lord is certified. I believe he is bi, so I think that's confirmed. If not, it's been in my brain long enough that it's confirmed now. Thor is actually confirmed. Some people might not know, but Asgardians make sense. He has kissed Hercules because there is in the Mighty Thor a moment where Hercules tries to flirt with Jane Foster and says, "You're not the first Thor I've kissed." So Hercules has dated both Loki and Thor in some capacity, so certified, confirmed. Depending on which Bucky this is, because Bucky in the MCU is based off of Bucky and off of Steve Rogers' best friend Alfie, who is gay. So technically certified because that is a like conglomeration of both characters, but Bucky himself is probably straight from like the comics. I'm gonna put it in It's Really Complicated, apparently, actually. Wanda, I actually don't know, but she's a witch, so it would make sense. But I don't know of any moments where she's actually like outwardly not dated a man. So I'm gonna say unconfirmed because I just don't know off the top of my head. But like her and Agatha are always kind of like fruity, even when she was old lady Agatha. Like they were all kind of. Magneto is. It's really complicated because he loves Xavier so much. That's his husband, and I don't know why it's not canon anymore. Canon anymore. Why it's not canon in general. That's his husband. It's complicated. Peter Parker. I don't know if he's confirmed anything. But that, in the way that Danny Phantom is also a trans, like, coded character, I feel like Peter is as well, and then, like, he should be dating Johnny, so, like, unconfirmed, but hinted at, especially because he has, like, Johnny as his little bag charm, all this stuff, or whatever. Johnny has Spider-Man as his bag charm, so, like, it makes sense. It's just not confirmed. Iron Man, I believe, is confirmed by that happened a couple years ago, I think. If not, I've made it up and just thought about it, but I'm pretty sure Tony Stark is confirmed by. Venom is obvious because him and Eddie are married. I'm going to put Black Widow in the It's Really Complicated in the same reason that I put Rogue there. It's complicated, but she has kissed other women and such in the span of the comics, so it's complicated. Doreen, I think, is straight, but I'm gonna put her in unconfirmed because she has the vibes. But I'm fairly certain that she's only ever had crushes on men, like male presenting people. So, Moon Knight is probably confirmed straight. Luna Snow has like zero backstory, unconfirmed because she was made for a video game and then she is getting a comic this year, and there's not really much to say about a lot of her story because she doesn't really have a backstory. So maybe it'll change when we get her comic. Magic, I'm going to put in It's Really Complicated because it is really complicated. Because if Kitty didn't date somebody who looked exactly like Ileana. Because Kitty's new girlfriend looks exactly like Ileana, and it is insane, and I think that they should date. But yes, there is very much hints with Magic and Danny, and Magic and Ileana. Wow, Magic and Ileana, and Magic and Kitty. So, I'm gonna put it's complicated, but it's really not. It's like right in your face. And she's an X-Men. I don't think Groot really does much. I don't know anything about Groot. Can I put Groot in is a baby? Because I really don't know, but that's a baby to me. T'Challa is probably confirmed straight. I've only ever seen him with women. Him and Storm are really cute. And I like Storm and Wolverine. So everything I've seen with them is straight. But because she's an X-Men and because she is the woman she is, so I'm going to put in it's complicated. Just on the fact that she is also an X-Men. And they all have this vibe. Hela is married, actually. Hela is married to Carnilla, the Norn queen. In the comics right now, they are both queens of hell. So it is complicated because they married each other out of spite, but she is married to a woman, so we're gonna take it. The wives of hell is going to make that certified. Hap is probably confirmed straight, but he did have a gay best friend who he did kiss on the forehead before he died. So at least a good ally if he is entirely straight, but I don't know. I'm a Stucky truther. I know that's not comic accurate, but MCU Stucky is in my brain and in my heart always. Hawkeye. I really like him with Bucky is a problem. But that's not anything I'm gonna put is really complicated, apparently, but it's really not. It's just unconfirmed. I could put him in unconfirmed. I'll put him in unconfirmed because he is probably straight, but he has moments where I think maybe not. Steven it's really complicated apparently because he is just in situationships with everybody all the time. Mantis, I'm gonna put in unconfirmed. I think she's too much of an empath to just be one way. It's kind of her whole shtick. Loki is certified. That's probably the easiest one to put in here because gender fluid and pan or bi, depending on which term you like for them, is super easy. I don't even have to think about it. Punisher is straight probably because I can't see him dating anyone after his wife, so but in the MCU they have him with Karen. Hulk I'm gonna also put in is a baby. I don't have Bruce on here. The whole thing with Hulk is that it is the like childhood trauma that Bruce has, so I don't really love the Hulk specifically with anybody. Bruce I would say is probably straight or bi. You Science Bros has my heart, Bruce has my heart, so I'm not gonna say straight, but I would put Bruce probably in it's really complicated or unconfirmed just because of the way that the Hulk runs their life. And then I'm gonna put Galactica in unconfirmed, I think is my final lineup. I don't think I have anybody I want to move around. Like, I kind of want to put Reed in unconfirmed only because of Victor and Doom and Victor, only because Victor and Reed have their situationship of the like last dozens of years, and that is just too strong to not have them both be in there. But also he has the Maker whose like entire villain arc was being toxically straight, so Remy hurts me because I do know it's actually said in the comics, so like that is dumb and it hurts me so bad that I can't move him. Sure, we'll go with that. Just because I don't know if I can pull anything else comic-wise out of my brain. So that is the final tier list. I hope you guys like this. If you want to see more just like silly little ranked videos, let me know in the comics below. Comics? Let me know in the comments below. Who's your favorite Marvel Rivals character if you're playing, and who do you main if you're playing? I main Rogue. It's not super surprising, but I'm almost a Lord as her, and I started playing around January, so that's really exciting. I've never played a game kind of like this before, so it's really fun to get into it. Check the original video of this because it is so good, and I just was inspired to do one myself, so definitely give them all of the attention. Alrighty, lovelies, I will see you guys later, and again, if you like this, please like and comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Mwah. Start doing shower makeup. If you already have makeup on, just start practicing with like looks that you're scared of because you're already taking a shower and washing off your makeup and you've already been wearing makeup, so like give it a try.